I think this bloke's more than the sum of his parts. He's more than just a footballer. I think he's the spirit animal in that side.
After that happened, I just said, oh, there goes their chances to be a top-line side. Like, he's at his best a top 10 player in the league. He changes their fortunes.
There's a lot of players that they can ill afford to lose, but he's just about the top of the rung, I reckon.
It's not the way anyone wanted things to start for the Sydney Swans and Errol Gulden. Certainly not our partnership on 360. This is one of your absolute requests, Gary. So it's our chance to welcome Errol Gulden to the 360 family. Errol, it's great to have you with us. Thanks for being part of tonight.
No worries, guys. Thanks for having me on.
And Ed Richards is with us in the studio, fresh from game 150 and the Big V. Lovely to see you, Ed.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Just bear with us a few ticks here. Errol, how are you physically at the moment?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm actually not in too much pain or anything at the moment. It's a bit of a weird one, I guess, to be missing so much footy and being able to sit here and my shoulder actually not feel too bad. But yeah, I'll go in for surgery tomorrow up here in Sydney, and yeah, probably have a few weeks where I won't be doing a whole lot, and then we'll get stuck into the rehab and work towards a return later in the year. So yeah, it's obviously been a bit of a frustrating 48 hours, but support's been great from everyone at the club, and yeah, it is what it is.
What did the surgeon tell you today?
I just kind of ran through the injury I'd done, and I'm not too good with the medical side of things, but he basically equated it to a golf ball and a tee, and I've done a little bit of damage to the tee of the golf ball, which is obviously you know, the shoulder sitting in the ball and socket there. So just got to get that fixed up, and he just ran me through the surgery and then kind of what the first few weeks will look like. So yeah, it was good to get a little bit of clarity. Obviously, I had my fingers crossed over the weekend. It didn't actually feel too bad. I kind of thought maybe I could play on, but woke up pretty sore on Sunday, and yeah, we decided as a club that you know, with the physios and the medical staff and the coaches, that surgery was just the best thing to do, just try and eliminate the risk of it happening you know, again.
Yeah, so a reconstruction of the shoulder is going to hold you back for the next 3 or 4 months. I mean, you got some history now. You had the shocking ankle injury last year. You managed to get back and play the last 10 and play outstanding footy. So in your own mind right now, what are you thinking in terms of rehab, recovery, and what's 26 hold for you?
Yeah, unfortunately, I had a bit of experience with the same thing last year. I think I'm probably better suited with the challenges that a long-term injury will kind of throw my way. There's probably some things I would have liked to have done different last year, and I guess I'll have a chance to do that this year. But, you know, I'm sure the rehab will be different. Being able to walk around for one will be quite nice. So I think I'll be able to probably get into a little bit of exercise and movement a little bit earlier on in the piece. And, you know, I did a fair bit of work off-field with the coaches and I guess kind of helping out during the week with the boys, you know, heading into previews for games, and had a little game day role on the bench. So I haven't really spoken too much with Cox or any other coaches about what that'll look like. I just kind of want to get through this first phase of the surgery and then getting it feeling good again before I worry about that. But yeah, I'm sure that'll be something that we'll explore later down the path as a return to play nears.
Just step us through what happened on the night. What did you feel straight away? What did you get told? Was there an immediate sense of dread? Did you have a moment of optimism? What did you go through as Saturday night unfolded?
Yeah, initially I kind of hit the deck, and I could tell that my shoulder was popped out, and I kind of was on the floor kind of rolling around a little bit, and then it popped straight back in. So the pain actually wasn't too bad, and I think as you had a bit of vision there, I kind of thought maybe I'd be able to stay on, but I just thought the state of the game, I would come off and get it looked at. And yeah, wasn't feeling too bad post-game, and I kind of had a brief chat with the physios after, and they said, look, just keep in the back of your mind that sometimes surgery is a option with these injuries. And it kind of took me a bit by surprise because, as I said, it didn't feel too bad, and then woke up on Sunday morning and went into the club and saw the physios, and it was pretty sore, but you know, as I said, I'm not in too much pain right now. It's just kind of the movement's a little bit restricted above my head. And the scan that I had on Sunday, yeah, obviously showed up that there was a bit of damage around the joint. And, you know, I think given the stage of the season being so early on, and also being quite young, only being 23, that the risk of re-injury and, you know, continually dislocating it is quite high if you don't do something about it the first time you do it. So that was kind of the path we decided to take. And I'm comfortable with that. And yeah, as I said, hopefully be back towards the end of the year for a few games.
Yeah, so last one for me on this. The Sydney Swans fans are watching, and so best case, you know, most optimistic case, most realistic, and is there a chance you might not play again?
No, I'm pretty confident I'll be back playing unless something goes wrong with the surgery. Touch wood, it doesn't. But I'll definitely be back before the end of the regular season, and fingers crossed that we can have a strong season as a team, and hopefully there's still a little bit to play for come the back end.
Is it too soon, or have you had a moment to sort of, I wonder what the right word is, to grieve the fact that you are going to miss another big chunk of footy like you did last year, and you'd be forgiven for a bit of woe be me and all of there?
No, I've tried not to wallow in too much self-pity at the moment. I think that the tough part will probably be, halfway through the rehab and I'm feeling good in training and stuff like that, and I'll still have a few months until I can come back to play. So, right now it's probably a little bit of shock, obviously, but yeah, it is what it is, and just got to take it on the chin and move forward and get to work. And I've got full faith in the team that there'll be plenty to play for when I'm able to come back and play. And I've just got to be a good teammate now and try and support the team as best I can during this period. And they've supported me really well this last 48 hours, and I'm sure they'll look after me during the rehab period. So I've got to do my bit to hopefully get back out there and help contribute at some point.
It's great. It's great that you're with us. Wish it was under different circumstances, but we'll celebrate the Swans in a moment, mate. They've started the season beautifully, but let's also welcome our other debutant here. After game number 150, you've strolled in here and said, "Get me on AFL360."
Yeah, well, thanks, mate. Thanks for having me. Potted me early, so that's good.
What's it been like? I mean, this. I want to say it's not meteoric at all, but your transition with your footy from the halfback flanker that you said, I read, where you thought you were just a bit of a lazy halfback flanker, to now a prominent and dominant midfielder in the competition. I mean, the journey's been pretty rapid.
Yeah, it has been. I think I would like to retract that lazy comment that I made about myself.
It's out there.
But unfortunately, it's out there now. But it has been an interesting journey. I mean, when I was moved into the midfield sort of a couple of years ago now, I was a bit hesitant to sort of get involved there. So I'm glad that I did, and I'm glad that I'm able to put some good performances over the last couple of years.
So a milestone game gives us a chance to reflect a little bit. And you're a blue blood in footy heritage. We were looking at the Panhams and the Richards. When you were growing up, how aware were you of what a storied footy family you're a part of?
I was semi-aware. I think my old man, he's obviously quite passionate about his footy. So he grew up around Collingwood, and my grandfather Ronnie, who was there for a long period of time, coaching and playing and everything in between. So I did sort of know quite a lot about, I guess, my Collingwood heritage. But I guess to the extent of the Panhams and further beyond, it wasn't sort of till the last couple of years when that sort of all sort of, I guess, started to come to the surface a little bit.
Were there heirlooms on shelves at Grandma and Grandpa's or anything like that maybe when you're a kid you don't quite realise what they are, and as you grow up you do?
Not particularly. There's a few bits and pieces here and there. I mean, Ronnie was obviously in the 53 premiership alongside Lou, which is pretty special to our family. So, there's a few posters here and there. I think they're at my Uncle Dean's house, actually. So I might have to go around to his and get my hands on a few of those things. Fourth
generation, over 1,000 games, and it's all been Collingwood. Take us back to that draft, the 2017 draft. I went and had a look. Magpies had pick number 6, I think it was. Were you sitting on the edge of your seat there? Were you a chance to get there?
No, I don't think so.
They took Jaden Stevenson in the end, who ended up winning a NAB Rising Star in his first year and sadly not in the competition anymore. And you went I think at 17.
16.
16.
Yeah, so, 10 picks later. But, it was probably about where I was going to go, I would say, that night. I wasn't too hopeful about Collingwood or anything, but I'm, more than happy to have ended up at the Doggies now. Yeah,
and last one on this, just trying to get the age around. So your memories of Lou, can you remember just, like he's about as big a presence in AFL footy that I've come across?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a whole lot to do with Lou. I mean, he was obviously my great uncle, so it was more, I had more of a relationship with Ronnie, so his brother. But not a whole lot to do with Lou, but I was aware of, how big he sort of was in the media and beyond.
How was your Origin experience with Gaz's Big V?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was really fun. Gaz got us nice and fired up before the game, so I think it was a great spectacle. I think everyone that played in it definitely enjoyed it. I think the fans, definitely got around it as well. I mean, it was a really fun experience. I think everyone everyone is looking to continue that and do it again.
Yeah, he was outstanding. Remember, as they all were, he's just admiring his work, jumping on Chad Warner's back. He forgot he had to talk on television when you're seeing yourself go
sorry,
that well.
I've forgotten that I'd done that. That was a nice little highlight.
The start to this season has been brilliant. Like, way back 3 weeks ago, I watched a practice match you played Hawthorn, and it was like a dead set home and away game, the serious nature of it. And then you've come out and won your 2 games against Brisbane, then again on the weekend. You couldn't have hoped for much better.
Yeah, no, it's been a good start. I mean, you touched on that first game out at Whitten Oval. We like to take that one pretty seriously. So we sort of, rolled in with only the 23 and treated it as if sort of was our first hit out, because we knew that we had to go up, play Brizzy the next week. So that sort of set us up pretty nicely. I think our pre-season's been pretty strong. We've obviously didn't play finals, so we've got a couple extra weeks to get ourselves ready to go. So I think we've done that pretty well, and the boys seem hungry. The boys seem ready to have a good performance again this week.
Do you feel the same way, Errol, as having missed the finals and the long pre-season, and if it's making amends or whatever that is, has that been pretty similar at the Swans?
Yeah, definitely. I was actually talking to Josh Dunkley after the game on the weekend just about how the extra month of pre-season, how much of a difference I think it really does make in being able to, I guess, deep dive into your game plan. And I've been pretty lucky this is the first time I've ever missed finals was last year, but I probably did notice the block that we're out and put in, particularly before Christmas, was massive. And I just feel like we obviously had a bit of an overhaul in our game plan, the way we wanted to play, and those extra couple of weeks really, it did make a difference, I guess, in learning the game plan and being able to train it. So, ideally we don't have to have that much of a pre-Christmas pre-season again, because it means you're not playing finals. But I reckon it definitely does. It does help you for sure.
And it's such a great buzz around the joint. You recruit Charlie, the first half against Carlton's an arm wrestle, then it cracks open. You're pivotal to that. And I just love the celebration. So Charlie kicks his first goal. We highlight you. I think you're the first one that gets to him. And I think this is what you mean to the football club. You can tell me otherwise, but I just look at the joy you have in this, and you start pumping your fist at the crowd after it. And then a little moment later, we went back through our vision. He kicks this goal, and you're in the middle of the ground. Some players can celebrate, for showboating, but this is you. I described you as a spirit animal. Where do you see your role in amongst all this? And I know it's going to be missed. I don't think there's any question about that, but I see it as really pivotal to what the Sydney Swans are.
Yeah, it's something we definitely talk about as a team, is celebrating. I think we want to do that in all aspects, not just out on the field, but we talk about celebrating the achievements that boys have, whether it be, Dan Rampy just finished a Masters of Business at uni, and we celebrated that one of our team meetings. So it's one of our core things. We want to celebrate all the things that the boys do, but all the staff around the club as well, making it one club. And I think that probably then rolls out into the game. And I know that third quarter against Carlton, I haven't really felt like that in a footy field before, but I probably let the emotions get the most of me with a few things with the celebrations, but got my first fine in one of the mellows as well. So probably a little bit in the end there, but it was just so much fun being back out there and playing with Charlie. I think it was really, I guess, inspirational to see the way he handled the week, obviously being his 150th game and playing against his former team. He just handled the week so well, and I was just so happy for him to kick that first goal in particular. But the way he's handled himself's been really good, so it'd be silly to not want to celebrate that with him.
Is Isaac Heaney out Thursday night? Is that the way it's going?
To be honest, I was just down at training the Savo, and that's the only time I've been to the club. I've had a little bit going on, so I'm not too sure, to be honest.
I think Coxie might have alluded to the fact that he might be in doubt. Just quickly, Bond, has he played better?
I'd like to think so. He was pretty good, but I'd like to think he's had, better games. Definitely.
All right, well, I've got the lasso of truth on you. Bevo's song.
Yeah, I love it. It's fantastic.
You had a sing-along with it?
Not a sing-along, not just yet.
What do you like about it? Just a matter of interest.
Just the words, inspirational.
Hum a few bars for us.
I love it.
It's great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Good luck Friday night.
Friday night.
Yes, thank you.
Errol, good luck tomorrow,
Yeah,
and we'll
best.
catch up with you during your rehab, and you can join us back on Players Night.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. Cheers.
Errol Gulden and Ed Richards with us. Players' night on AFL360. Midweek tackle comes up immediately after us. There's a lot to chew over from the events of round one and indeed all that is unfolding in footy tonight.